This is Chief Dr. Emi Membere Otaji. And guess what? He's amongst the top 50 billionaires in Rivers State.
My name is Chief Dr. Emi Membere Otaji, OON, and I am an entrepreneur, and I'm the founder president of the Dr. Emi Membere Otaji Foundation.
Chief Dr. Emi Membere Otaji. He is the second president of the Nigerian Association of Commerce, Industry, Mine, and Agriculture right here in Nigeria. And also, he is the founder and the chairman of Econ Nigerian Limited. He hails from Pokima in our territorial local government area of Rivers State. Okay, so sir, you've been one of the biggest employer of labor in Rivers State since 1987. All right, so how has been the journey right here in Rivers State?
Well, it's not for over the years. It's not been easy. But there are issues. Doing business, has been difficult in the country generally. And then, as I did say, talking with you earlier, since the Niger Delta states over the years, because every month they can go to Abuja and pick from revenue allocation, the tendency to be pro-business, the political will to be pro-business had been lacking. So you now have a situation where every businessman or every investor, you're on your own.
What's your focus for the Dr. Emi Membere Otaji Foundation?
Well, we have three thematic areas that we focus on. First, health education to indigent members of the community. We are focused on first indigent members of the community, and then the environment to sustainable environmental sustainability. So those are our focus areas, and then we try to do as much as we can. And to support, to lend our support in the areas of education and areas of either infrastructural. Presently, we are building a 350-seater lecture hall at the University of Port Harcourt.
That's massive, sir.
Yeah, we have a couple of, there are Dr. Emi Membere Otaji scholars who are on our scholarships in some universities and schools. We're doing things in primary schools. We are looking out for other schools. We've done quite a few infrastructural things, school libraries, renovation of schools. We are looking for schools to adopt things, providing support. Government cannot do all. So we provide our little support. A healthcare area, we go to some public hospitals and pay the medical bills of some people who cannot pay their medical bills. We've done medical missions in some areas. Monthly, we have the health education in programs in some radio stations where people come and talk on different aspects, health education, so health is wealth, and knowledge is key and power. So so we do that, and quite a few things that we are looking at. Another thing that we haven't started, but we are still working on is there's a lot of in the north they talk of deforestation. Here in the Niger Delta, our mangroves, because of the things of years of what has been done from the oil pollution, oil production, either by accident or by intentional. Intentional is the coal fire, the crude oil theft and all that, and then accident from oil exploration and all that tends to deny the mangroves. So we are working with people to see what we can do, and then begin to replant the mangroves, repopulate the mangroves in some areas. We are working on it. So those are part of, and of course the plastics. Plastics cause a lot of problems. So we are also working on getting the plastic as much as possible and seeing, not just selling to people who will reuse them, but what can I went to a particular island, and they just have an international NGO. They just have some artists. So when people are picking up these plastics, they have some people who are paid to just use them to make crafts. Those things, these rubber slippers, the plastic things, and you'll be amazed what they use them for. All these things I would throw away, we take. So it's just not just take from point A and take to point B, because in point B you are still causing problem. So it has to be used at value addition, and then and to support the ecosystem and the people. So a couple of things are on. So Membere Otaji is only, we don't have, and I can tell you for those who are listening to also say that you don't have to have plenty money to do this. It's just a heart to do it. And because somebody is doing does not mean that the person has so much money. No. Just the person just feels that even if I have 100 naira, this percentage of it should go in support of people who do not have at all. Because you'll be surprised that public schools give somebody some of the school fees are less than 100 naira, 100,000 naira. But a lot of people, rich men, use that as, but you've paid somebody's school fees. You've helped somebody graduate. So those are the things we are talking about. And we are proud and we are happy to contribute.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, my honor. Let me shake the hands of a billionaire. So briefly, before we go, so this is one of your ship, your vessels or something?
No, this was a simulation. This was a Boeing 737 simulation class. What happened was I am normally afraid of flying. So I have said that, look, if you go in and take a simulation course, it will help you to know the various vagaries of things while flying, the cloud, bad weather, takeoff, going there. So I did the course, but the course basically just so if I hear engine makes some noise, I won't worry because I know that noise is normal.
Problem of a billionaire.
So it's that. So this is in a simulation, Boeing 737 simulation airplane.
Okay, right. So finally, let's talk about family. So I see some photos here. Are they your families?
Yes, there are children. I have many children, and they are grown. These are pictures when these are many years ago. Almost everybody is taller than me now. Okay, much taller than me. So these are taken many years ago.
Right. Thank you, Dr. Emi Membere. That's all for today. Thank you. My pleasure. Once again, I'm holding the hands of a billionaire. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, viewers. Thank you.